and would you mind dropping, if we're going to drop lights, can we drop these a little bit? If we're going to drop lights, yeah, these are the good ones to drop. So we can see the screen better. You already know I'm tall, so we don't have to worry about that. So welcome, welcome. It's these front ones, which might be up here. Ha! Well, we're working on it. In the meantime, well, we figured the lighting situation out. Okay, so for anybody who does not know me, my name is Michael Goodwin. It is nice to be back. I have been singing professionally pretty much my whole life. My first professional show was when I was 10 years old. Though, I think I told you this before, my father does have an 8mm reel-to-reel of me at 2 years old singing and dancing to Mozart. At least he tells me it's Mozart because you can't hear any sound, but I am very cute, I will tell you, it's very cute. So I have been doing this my entire life. I love singing. I love being in front of rooms. I know it's considered one of the greatest fears in the world. This is not a fear for me, being in front of the room. I love it. I get to be with people, and I just love that. So thank you for letting me come and do something that I really love to do. It's crazy that I get paid for this, I have to tell you. It is a fantastic job. I love this job. Thank you. We've got a bond. We do. I love this group. We have a good time. I love this group. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you've never seen one of my shows before, here's how they work. I sing, I lecture a little bit, I show video clips. If you know the songs, and if you know all these, I'll be very impressed, but you'll know some of them probably. You are welcome to sing along with me if you want to. The words I always have on the screen, and when I first started, I didn't do that. But then I had so many requests for it that I thought, what the heck, what do I care? I love it when people sing with me. So if you want to join in, you are welcome to join in. You can ask my mother and the ladies in the front row. I am very loud, so you will not be heard over me, most likely. I would not worry about that if you have that concern. And we are going to start, you know, the 70s, it was funny, the 70s had a lot of really, 3 major composers came out. We had Stephen Schwartz, Stephen Sondheim, and Andrew Lloyd Webber. Now, I've done an Andrew Lloyd Webber show. It's been a little while. We did it last year, I think. So I do an hour of him. I pepper Sondheim and Schwartz into all of my 70s stuff. And Sondheim, of course, and Schwartz have continued since the 70s as well, just like Andrew Lloyd Webber. So we're going to start with a Schwartz musical, Godspell. For those of you who aren't that familiar with his name, you might know a show that he has had on Broadway this year, I believe, marks the 20th year, Wicked. Yep. He wrote Wicked. So he, amongst other, many other shows, Wicked was one of his shows, but Godspell is one of his earliest. So the spoken parts are by a guy named Jean-Michel or Michael Tebelak. It was part of his thesis when he went to Carnegie Mellon University. And Stephen Schwartz was brought in. They realized the show, which they staged with kids who were actually in the program at the time, the show had some legs. It needed some work, so they brought Schwartz in to redo a lot of the music. It's been toured many times. It was revived on Broadway in 2011. Several cast albums have been released. In fact, one of the songs, Day by Day, was on the radio. It was number 3 on the Billboard chart. So we're actually going to start with a clip, which I don't do that often. I usually start by singing, but this is a great little clip. It's going to be the new Broadway cast. It's 2011 cast. And they are in a big room singing. The orchestra is off separate. And then you have the soloist in her own room. Now, we've talked about this before. Anybody know why they separate everybody out like that? There are 2 big reasons. The first one is, if anybody makes any mistakes, they don't have to re-record everybody. Because they're all separate, right? They're all on separate tracks. And because they're on separate tracks, it's really easy to control the levels for an album. Because you want an album to sound a particular way. Barbra Streisand, by the way, very interesting. I just finished her autobiography. It took me 7 years. It's 1,000 pages long, but it's really, really good. She talks about how she always does her tracks. She keeps them separate because when 8 tracks were a thing, she would mix them differently for an 8-track versus an LP, versus cassettes, versus CDs, versus streaming. She actually reconfigures every single one. She's amazing. She's really amazing. I really have grown to respect her so much. So, here is Day by Day.
We We are here doing the vocals for
We know how the sounds
of the new production of Bosco, and just singing through the songs from the show.
Day by day, day by day, oh dear Lord, three things I pray: to see thee more clearly, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day by day, day by day, day by day, oh dear Lord, three things I pray: to see thee more clearly, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day by day, day by day, day by day, oh dear Lord, three things I pray: to see thee more clearly, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day by day, day by day, day by day, day by day, oh dear Lord, three things I pray, to see thee more clearly, day by day, love thee more dearly, day by day, follow thee more nearly, day by day, 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 oh dear Lord, three things I pray, to see thee more clearly, day by day, love thee more dearly, day by day, to see thee more clearly, day by day, love thee more dearly, day by day, to see thee more clearly, day by day, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day by day, day by day, by day, by day, by day.
Good song. Though I realized I made a mistake with you all. I think I'm supposed to do my summer beach party today. Is that what you signed up for? I can't believe it. I have a question. Would you like to continue with this, or do you want me to switch to the beach party? I didn't bring my Hawaiian shirt. You want the beach party? It's the summer. Let's do a beach party. I'm so sorry. I was on autopilot, like totally on autopilot. All right, let's do this. Oh, I feel like such a goober. Oh, one second.
Are you going to do this one again this time?
I'll do this one next time.
Do you have a 60s?
We did the 60s a couple times ago. So
Okay.
once again, I just want to put a little more lights. Since it is going to be a summer beach party, we can have a little more light in here. I'm so sorry. And we were being so good about it. I'm so very sorry. Oh, no, you're perfect. All right, let's do the summer beach party. Oh, I feel bad. I didn't bring my Hawaiian shirt. Darn it. Okay.
We'll use our imagination.
We'll use her exactly. I usually wear a Hawaiian shirt and shorts, and I have like a lei. You know, that's the whole thing. All right, so we'll do this one instead. This is fun.
Summertime, summertime, summertime.
All right, don't be cruel, a little Elvis. How about that? All right, so the summer beach party. This will be fun. Man, you were being so nice about it too. I really like this song by Elvis. I like the song in general, but I like the history of the song. Otis Blackwell actually wrote the song. And it was the first song that Elvis's producers brought to him to sing that he hadn't written himself. And Otis Blackwell was thrilled to have the biggest singer in the world sing his song for 50% of the royalties. Unfortunately, he had already sold the song to someone else for $25. So he didn't make any money off of Elvis's version. It's funny because I was like, I would be so upset, but in an interview several years later he said, it was fine because he wrote Fever, he wrote All Shook Up, he wrote Great Balls of Fire. Actually having Elvis sing this song, even though he made no money off it, really gave him credit, right? So he did really well, so he was totally fine with it, which I think is a sweet story. July 1956, 68 years ago? Is that possible? How's that possible? That's so bizarre. I know, that's when it came out. So the flip side, remember we had flip sides? Hound Dog was on the flip side. I love Hound Dog. That hit number 2. It actually hit number 2 on the chart first. Then Don't Be Cruel came up as number 1, and between the two of them, they had number 1 and number 2 for 11 weeks. In 5 months, sold 4 million copies. So here's a little Don't Be Cruel. You know what I'm about. Sit home all alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Baby, if I made you mad for something I might have said, please let's forget my past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of. Don't stop thinking of me. Don't make me feel this way. Come over here and love me. You know what I want you to say. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Why should we be apart? I really love you, baby. Cross my heart. Let's walk up to the preacher and let us say I do. Then you'll know you'll have me, and I'll know that I'll have you. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's still you I'm thinking of. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's still you I'm thinking of. Thank you. And you gotta have some Beatles in the summer, I think. Not the ones on your picnic, but the singers. Yeah. This is a good song. Feels like it's got a little classical to it. It's interesting. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends. I still classical part, right? I love you more. This show. I love this show. All right, so anybody know the name Walden Robert Casoto? Okay, good. One of the places where I sing, a woman went to high school with him, so she always knows the answer to this quiz. It's not like it's cheating, but it feels like cheating. So, who am I? Walden Robert Casoto, a singer, songwriter. He was an actor on film and television, a multi-instrumentalist. In the 60s, he was involved in Robert Kennedy's presidential campaign, was actually there when he was assassinated at the hotel, which, as you can imagine, very upsetting. That same year, he found out that the girl he thought of as his older sister was his mother. And his mother was actually his grandmother. Right? So this very much rocked his world. There's an actor today who actually has the same story. Anybody know who? Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson has the same situation, which is very interesting. So, these two events knocked our mystery guest kind of for a loop, and it took him a bit to recover, but he did. He made a comeback in TV, but he had always felt that he was going to die young. He had scarlet fever, I think, as a kid. He was the only kid in school allowed to use the teacher's elevator. He grew up in Providence. And so he was allowed to use the teacher's elevator because he couldn't take the stairs because of his lungs being so compromised. So he got his start songwriting for Connie Francis. I think they even dated, or maybe were even married. And he had his first big multi-selling, million-selling song, Splish Splash, which is, we're going to sing this in a second. Then you have Dream Lover, and Mac the Knife, and Beyond the Sea. I'm talking, of course, about Bobby Darin. All right, so a little Splish Splash, which for me has always been a summer song ever since I was a little kid. I don't know why. Splish Splash, I was taking a bath on about Saturday night. Girl, road dog, relaxing in the road, thinking everything was alright. Well, I stepped out the door, my feet on the floor, I wrapped the towel around me and I opened the door. Well, then splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. Well, how was I to know there was a party going on? There was splishing and splashing, breathing with the feeling, moving and grooving, rocking and rolling. stars in Beach Blanket Bingo?
Frankie Avalon.
Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello. Very good. So Annette Funicello got her start on which kids' TV program? Mickey Mouse Club. Very good, very good. Now, this is tricky. Frankie Avalon was in the movie Grease. He sang the song Beauty School Dropout.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of that character? I know, it's super tricky. It's really funny. His name is Teen Angel. Teen Angel. That's right. He comes and visits Frenchie in the malt shop and sings to her in her dreams. Great fun. All right, here's the opener. That's it. But speaking of beaches, we got the Beach Boys. One of my favorite songs, California Girls, 1965. Summer Days, Summer Nights, written by Mike Love and Brian Wilson. Now, I think Brian Wilson is one of the greatest composers of the 20th century. This man was a genius. And he was a machine. If you haven't seen the documentary about them, highly recommend it. So what he used to do is he would go on tour, he'd write songs, under the influence, let's say. Then he'd go back to the studio and he'd re-engineer these songs. He'd bring the boys in, they'd record everything, and then they would put out the album. They would tour that album while they were on tour. He'd write the next album. He'd go back in the studio, he'd do it all over again. The man was just an unstoppable force of music. And then he had this idea of ripping off Bach. So he put Bach at the beginning of California Girls, and his father said, "Are you nuts? It's a pop song. You can't put Bach in the pop song." He said, "Just trust me." And it turned out to be one of those moments of genius. It defined the sound of the Beach Boys. It defines that California grooving sound and the sound of summer. In fact, it is one of the influential songs that defined rock and roll. And it was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 2010. And who doesn't love a little falsetto? So here is California Girls. You can hear this beginning. This is Bach, a prelude, flat out. I really dig those styles they wear, and the southern girls with the way they first concert I ever went to was a Beach Boys concert. I loved them ever since I was a kid. All right, you ready? Name that tune. A teenage girl is having a birthday party, and she suddenly notices that her boyfriend has gone missing. At the same time as another girl named Judy. Are there any Judys in here? Judy's always know this song. The girl returns wearing the boyfriend's ring, breaking our birthday girl's heart. We heard up here, I heard people up here know it. Anybody know the song? It's my party, that's right. So, anybody know who sang it? Leslie Gore, very good. So, we're going to see her doing a concert in 1989. Then we're going to go back and see a video of her singing the song. She says 1963, because that's when the song came out, but the video is from 1964. Just wait till you see this hair. It's so good.
Hey, you! You ready to go back to 1963? This is the very first song I ever recorded. 1, 2, 3. It's my party. I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Well, now nobody knows where my Johnny has gone, but Judy left the same time. Why was he holding her hand when he's supposed to be mine? It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Well, now play on my records, keep dancing all night, but leave me alone for a while till Johnny's dancing with me. I've got no reason to smile. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Judy and Johnny just walked through that door like a queen with her king. Oh, what a birthday surprise. Judy's wearing his ring. Oh, it's my party. I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Oh, it's my party. Sing along. I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened. One more time. Here we go. Oh, it's my party. I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. If it happened to you.
Okay, since I gave you a 10-minute preview of my next program that I'm doing in a couple of months, this program will run a few minutes late. So if anybody does have to leave because you're supposed to get out of here at 2:30, but now it'll be like 2:40, I won't take it personally. Just I wanted to let you know it's totally fine if you do need to. It's totally fine. All right, how about another Elvis song? Yeah, I love this one too. This is good. We're actually going to see a little clip of him. Well, since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of Lonely Street, at the Hollywood Hotel where I'll be. I'll break it so lonely, baby. I'll break it so lonely. I'll be so lonely I could die. Although it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry their pain. Never tell me so. I'll break it so lonely, baby. I'll break it so lonely. I'll break it so lonely they could die. Now the bellhops just keep flowing, desk clerks dressed in black. Well, they've been so long on the lonely street, they'll never, never look back. So I'll break it so lonely, baby. Although it's always crowded, you still can find some room for broken-hearted lovers to cry. Heartbreak is so lonely, baby. Heartbreak is so lonely. Oh, it's so lonely they could die. My mom's favorite. Oh, she loves Elvis Presley. So, Under the Boardwalk, quintessential summer song by the Drifters. It's interesting because the lead singer wasn't originally the guy who was supposed to sing the song. Rudy Lewis had been the lead singer since Benny King left the group in 1960. But Rudy Lewis died of a heroin overdose the night before they were due to record this song. I know, really sad, right? And it was really expensive to schedule and change recording sessions, so they had to find somebody. So they actually brought in Johnny Moore, who had sung for the group before, many years before. And so he became the new lead for this song. And it's a really great little song if you think about it. So it describes a tryst between a man and his beloved in a seaside town, their desire to meet, let's say, out of the sun, but away from prying eyes, under the boardwalk. And they talk about their previous hit, Up on the Roof. When the tar is so hot, when the sun is so hot, it burns the tar up on the roof. I love it when bands do that. I think that stuff is so cute. So here is Under the Boardwalk. When the sun goes down, it burns the tar up on the roof. And your shoes get so hot, your tired feet will fly up through. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On the blanket of my baby's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, we'll be having some fun. In the park you'll hear the happy sound of the carousel. Oh, you can almost taste the hot dogs and French fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. Apparently, it's supposed to say we'll be making love under the boardwalk, but the censors didn't like it. I don't know if it's true, but it's a funny story, so I tell it. I had to put them in. 7 #1 hits in 2 years. It's crazy. And this, another example of fantastic hair on the Ed Sullivan Show. And the backup, oh, the backup singing. Mwah.
I need love, in my mind. I need to find someone to call mine. But Mama said you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of a give and take. You can't hurry love. No, you
Boone. Did you know his first hit was a cover? He actually covered a Fats Domino's song. Then we get to the song Shaboom, written and sung originally by the Chords, who had a top 10 hit with it, which was unusual for a black group at the time. And then it was recovered by the Crew Cuts from Canada, showing the versatility of this music. Now back then, a lot of it was kind of kept hidden, and I don't like that. So I like to give credit where credit is due, and this song is so good. It's so cute. So I'm going to sing it for you. Feel free to join in if you want. I'll even have a sound effect in there somewhere. You'll see. Life could be dreams. If I could take you up and turn up a bomb, if you will tell me I'm the only one that you love, life is your dreams, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and love we meet again. Life could be dreams. It will be all my precious time would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life could be dreams, sweetheart.
Now every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you do what I want you to do, baby, we'd be so fine.
All I could be dreaming, if I could take you up in paradise up above, if you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life is your dreams, sweetheart. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life would be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again, Shaboom, and love we meet again. Life could be a dream, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream, if only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Sweetheart, sweetheart, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Such a great little song. All right, for those of you who've known me for a while, you know I love a love song. So we are going to do a love song trilogy, 3 of my favorites. I love these songs. Okay, here we go. Promise one's actually my favorite, and I'll tell you why. Just a second. My love must be a kind of blind love. I can't see anyone but you. Ready? Shabba-shabba. Shabba-shabba. Oh, I love shabba-shabba. Shabba-shabba. Makes everything better, right? All the stars out tonight. I don't know if it's cloudy or bright. I only have eyes for you. The moon may be high, but I can't see a thing in the sky. I only have eyes for you. If we're in a maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from you. And I only have eyes for you. What a great song. I love that song.
Who wrote that?
All right, who is a huge yes, sir?
Did Harry Warren write that?
No, I don't remember. I knew you were going to ask
Either
me.
him or
I can see it in your face that you're going to ask me. And I don't remember. I'll look it up.
I can't.
And you might be right, though. I heard it might be Harry Warren.
I think it might be Harry Warren. Yeah.
All right, so who's a big fan of Hank Ballard and the Midnighters? Who's heard of the song The Twists? They wrote that song. And they had a moderate hit with it, but it wasn't until Chubby Checker covered it in 1960 that he created the twist dance craze, and this song is really cool. So he hit #1 in 1960, stayed there for a week, then it came off the chart, fell off the chart completely. 2 years later, it was rediscovered by Middle America, and it hit #1 again. No song in history has ever done that before or since, and it is considered the biggest hit of the 60s as a result. So here he is on, nope, it's not American Bandstand, it's Dick Clark Show, and it was still in black and white. Oh, it's so good, I love it.
They call the quiz.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Chubby Checker. Hey, Chubby!
Come on, baby, let's do that. Come on, baby, let's do that. Take me by my little hand and go like this. house down. Come on and twist. Yeah, baby, twist. Just like that. Come on and mix and do the twist.
dancing a little bit. Maybe. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. Summer rock. Around the clock tonight, put your bags on. They call me hon. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. Gonna rock around that clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 2, 3, and 4, then we'll down, we'll dance for more. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Get your guitar ready. Oh, this is good as my dance work earlier. I don't know how to do that. When the time rings by, 6 and 7, we'll be riding 7. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When it's daytime 10, 11, 2, I'll be going strong and so will you. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Trumpets. Saxophone. Don't play. When the clock strikes 12, we'll do all day. Then start rocking around that clock again. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Woo! Thank you very much. All right, our last song. Annie Toby was running the music at Fenway Park in 1997, and a friend of hers had just had a baby. So in her honor, she played the song Sweet Caroline, because the little baby was named Caroline. She realized that the Sox won, and being a baseball fan, I think superstition just goes with it. She realized if she plays the song between the 7th and the 9th innings, the Sox almost always win. So that was the tradition. Then the song became very much associated with Fenway Park in Boston, and then Neil Diamond, who wrote the song, really solidified the relationship when he said that he had written it for our very own Caroline Kennedy. Yeah. I know, isn't that cool? Then when COVID was over, the Red Sox first game at Fenway Park, Neil Diamond flew in to sing this song live for that game. What a class act. I just love it. So here's the song. Get your waving arms ready. We might even do a wave halfway through. Let's see what we can do. All right, here we go. Then we got to do our summer program. Thanks for reminding me, Sarah. So I'll be back in a couple of months and we will do the 70s part 2 then. Until then, mwah, hugs and kisses from a distance. Thank you for having me. Bye, everybody.